Night fell upon Judah, and with it, a decision that would change history forever. In the silence of the road, a woman covered with a veil waited. No one knew who she was. No one imagined what was about to happen. That night, not only would a scandalous act be committed, but a truth would be revealed that many preferred to bury. This is the story of Tamar, the woman judged by all, but vindicated by God. Judah, one of Jacob's 12 sons, had separated from his family and formed his own lineage. He had 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. For his firstborn son, Judah took a woman named Tamar as his wife. But the scriptures say something disturbing. Was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord took his life. Thus, Tamar was left a young, childless widow in a society where that was tantamount to a sentence of abandonment. According to the law of levirate marriage, Judah commanded his second son, Onan, to take Tamar to give her offspring in the name of his dead brother. But Onan knew that this child would not be considered his. Driven by selfishness and contempt, he deliberately disobeyed. The Bible is clear and harsh. What he did displeased the Lord, and he took his life as well. 2 dead husbands, 2 graves, and Tamar, alone again. Judah then promised his third son, Shelah, when he grew up. But time passed, and the promise was never fulfilled. Judah feared losing another son, and quietly decided to condemn Tamar to a barren life, locked in waiting. She was sent to her father's house, not as a wife, but as a forgotten widow. Years later, Judah's wife died. And when the mourning was over, Judah set out for Timnah to shear his sheep. Tamar knew this. And then something happened that no one expected. Seeing that Shelah was now an adult and that Judah would never keep his word, Tamar made a radical decision. She took off her widow's clothes, covered herself with a veil, and sat by the roadside, like a ritual prostitute. Not out of desire, not for pleasure, but for justice. Because what Judah had denied her, she was determined to claim. Judah passed by and did not recognize her. The veil hid her identity. He stopped, spoke to her, and asked to lie with her. Tamar asked for a pledge as security, his seal, his cord, and his staff, unmistakable symbols of his identity. Judah agreed. That night, Tamar conceived. Days later, Judah sent the promised payment, but the woman by the roadside had disappeared. No one knew her. No one had seen her before. 3 months later, news shook Judah. Tamar, your daughter-in-law has committed adultery, and she is pregnant. The reaction was immediate and ruthless. Bring her out and burn her. But when Tamar was brought before him, she did not cry out. She did not defend herself. She simply sent the garments and said a sentence that pierced Judah's heart like a sword. I am pregnant by the man who owns these things. Please recognize whose they are. Silence. Judah recognized his belongings and his sin. Then he spoke words that would echo for generations. She is more righteous than I. Tamar was not punished. She gave birth to twins, Pharez and Zerah. And here is the twist that few expect. From the line of Pharez would come King David, and ultimately, Jesus Christ, the woman who was pointed at, the uncomfortable story, the act that many judged. God did not approve of sin, but he used the injustice suffered by Tamar to fulfill his eternal purpose, because in the Bible, God does not work with clean stories, but with broken hearts. This is not just the story of a woman who slept with her father-in-law. It is the story of a woman who was denied justice and who was remembered by God. And it leaves us with a troubling question. Who are you judging today? Without knowing the whole story.